Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. When you hear the word monsoon, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For most of us, it's probably dramatic torrential downpours, flooded streets and lush green landscapes. And you wouldn't be wrong. But the rain is just one part of a much bigger, more fascinating story. A monsoon isn't just rain. It's a colossal seasonal reversal of wind patterns that affects nearly half the world's population. It's a grand atmospheric dance driven by the sun, the land, and the sea. So today we're going to peel back the layers of this incredible natural phenomenon. We'll explore the powerful science that drives it, witness its profound impact on life and landscapes, and understand why these winds are both a life giver and a force to be reckoned with. Let's dive into the world of monsoons. To truly understand the monsoon, we need to think about some basic physics. Specifically how different materials heat up. Imagine it's a hot summer day. You walk barefoot on the pavement, and it's scorching, right? Then you step onto the grass, and it's much cooler. The same principle applies on a global scale, but with land and water. Land, like that pavement, heats up much faster than the ocean. As the sun beats down during the spring and early summer, vast continents like Asia and Africa start to bake. This intense heat causes the air above the land to warm up, expand, and rise. As that hot air rises, it creates an area of low atmospheric pressure over the landmass. Nature abhors a vacuum, so it tries to balance things out. Meanwhile, the massive oceans have been absorbing the sun's energy much more slowly, so the air above them is cooler, denser, and has higher pressure. This difference in pressure creates a powerful engine. The cooler, high-pressure air from the ocean starts rushing towards the low-pressure area over the land. But this isn't just any air. After months over the tropical seas, this air is saturated with evaporated water, like a giant, invisible sponge. This moisture-laden wind is the heart of the summer monsoon. As it flows over the land, it's forced to rise by mountains and other geographical features. As it rises, the air cools and that invisible water vapor condenses into clouds, and then the famous downpour begins. So the monsoon rains aren't just falling from the sky. They are delivered by these powerful moisture-rich winds, all thanks to the simple fact that land heats up faster than water. The monsoon is not a one-time event. It's a rhythmic yearly cycle with two very distinct personalities, the wet summer monsoon and the dry winter monsoon. Let's start with the one we're most familiar with, the summer monsoon, often called the southwest monsoon in regions like India. As we just discussed, from about June to September, warm, moist winds blow from the southwest, from the Indian Ocean and the Arabian Sea onto the land. This is the season of life. These winds bring the heavy rains that are essential for agriculture, filling rivers, lakes, and reservoirs. The landscape undergoes a breathtaking transformation, shifting from dusty browns and yellows to vibrant, brilliant greens. It's a period of growth, renewal, and celebration in many cultures. But once the summer ends, the cycle reverses. The land begins to cool down much faster than the ocean, which has stored up heat all summer long. Now, the situation is flipped. The land becomes a high-pressure zone, while the ocean is a low-pressure zone. So the winds change direction completely. This is the winter monsoon or the northeast monsoon. From around October to April, cool, dry winds blow from the interior of the continent, from places like Siberia and the Mongolian plateau, out towards the ocean. Since these winds originate over land, they carry very little moisture. This period is characterized by clear skies, lower humidity, and very little rainfall for most of the region. It's the dry season. This elegant, predictable reversal of winds blowing from sea to land in summer and land to sea in winter is the true definition of the monsoon cycle. It's a planetary scale breathing system, inhaling moisture in the summer and exhaling dryness in the winter. The impact of the monsoon is difficult to overstate. It's a force that shapes economies, cultures, and entire ecosystems. Let's focus on agriculture, which is where its influence is most critical. In countries like India, Bangladesh, and much of Southeast Asia, the summer monsoon provides over 80% of the annual rainfall. For hundreds of millions of farmers who rely on rain-fed agriculture, the arrival of the monsoon is the single most important event of the year. The timing and intensity of the rains determine the success or failure of staple crops like rice, cotton, and soybeans. A good monsoon means a bountiful harvest, economic prosperity, and food security for a massive population. A weak or delayed monsoon can lead to drought, crop failure, and widespread economic hardship. Beyond farming, the monsoon replenishes freshwater sources that are vital for drinking water, sanitation, and generating hydroelectric power for bustling cities and industries. The ecological transformation is just as dramatic. You can watch satellite images of these regions over a year, and the change is stunning. Parched, brown landscapes explode into a sea of green in just a few weeks. This burst of life supports an incredible diversity of flora and fauna, many of which have adapted their entire life cycles to this seasonal pulse of water. But this life-giving force also has a powerful destructive side. Unusually heavy monsoon rains can cause devastating floods and landslides, displacing communities and destroying infrastructure. The very same water that brings life can also bring chaos. This dual nature is what makes the monsoon so compelling. It's a delicate balance. Societies that have lived with the monsoon for millennia have developed a deep respect for its power, celebrating its arrival while also preparing for its potential fury. It is the ultimate testament to humanity's relationship with the awesome forces of nature. So, as we've seen, the monsoon is so much more than just a rainy season. It is a magnificent global-scale engine powered by the fundamental thermodynamics of our planet. It's a seasonal reversal of winds, driven by the differential heating of land and sea, that dictates the rhythm of life for billions of people. We've journeyed through the science from high and low pressure systems to the transportation of oceanic moisture across continents. We've followed the annual cycle, contrasting the life-giving, wet summer monsoon that turns landscapes green with the cool, dry winter monsoon that brings clear skies. And most importantly, we've come to appreciate its profound and dualistic impact. The monsoon is the farmer's greatest hope, the foundation of economies, and the architect of lush, vibrant ecosystems. Yet, it is also a powerful and sometimes destructive force, a yearly reminder of nature's immense power and our need to adapt and respect it. It is a beautiful, complex, and vital part of our world's climate system. The next time you see footage of a downpour in Mumbai or a green rice paddy in Vietnam, you'll know the incredible story of the winds that made it all possible. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the world of monsoons. If you found this interesting, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration. See you in the next video.